Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie, Abby Reviews. We are back for this week's episode review of Love and Marriage Detroit. Did you find the episode entertaining this week?
That's a good question. I don't know if I was entertained when I thought Russell was gonna knock Brandon's man bun off his head. That I was entertained by. When he talked crazy to me and wife, I was entertained by that. Yes, I was.
I did like that part too, but that's the end of the episode. It was a long watch to get to the end of the episode because I feel like they talk about the same thing every week. And I'll be like, okay, it looked like next week they're going to progress the storylines, and I can't wait for that. But let's just jump into it because we got to talk about this show and some other mess. And, we just going to have a good conversation. The show opens up with Anthony crying again. I mean, not again, but still crying. I don't care about his tears. I feel like we've already discussed him last week.
I have no sympathy. None.
None at all. So Latoya is happy he's finally showing emotion. I've already said what I had to say about that situation. Though this week I learned they had 3 kids, not 2. So it sounds even worse to me, you leaving your wife at home with 3 kids. But anything about Anthony's tears and finally showing his emotions about not being able to stay in Atlanta?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I wrote a couple of notes, not a lot. So up next, because I don't remember anything that happened. I remember couples counseling. They're on the computer. Brandon was gone for a couple of days.
Now he trying to tattle on her in the couple session, talking about, well, you said I could leave, and I thought it was over. No, you didn't, you stupid mother. Okay.
I just want to say, y'all let this go, because obviously you all aren't telling the whole story, because it's some kind of tension. And I feel at first I thought they were faking and fronting for TV. But when Christina cried real tears, I was like, okay, no, they really going through this.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like, girl, you can't get over the fact that your husband cheated on you. So
you should leave.
You should just leave.
You should leave, beloved.
Because it's no point of sitting in misery.
Exactly. If you because some people can reconcile after the cheatation happens and get back together and it be all right. And some people, like, you just have to know who you are as a person. Because I am a person who no, beloved, ain't no, it's the trust is irrecoverably broken for me at that juncture. I cannot. I don't want to. You can't make me. Everything you say for the rest of your life is going to be suspect. You could tell me you go into the bathroom and I can see the bathroom in the eyesight and I feel like I'm not going to trust you.
Hey. What else I wrote on my paper?
We want them to support his dreams.
It seemed like it's a lot of dreaming by these men, and they want the women to do a lot of support and work for them. Like, Jesus have mercy. I just wrote my paper, let it go. I said at all the couple counseling, they ended it with a kiss. All of this is foolishness. When the next time he bring up his female artist, you're gonna be right back in this same cycle.
They need to address that issue. Like, if you going okay.
But for how long?
Say this on Brandon's behalf.
Okay.
If you gonna stay with him and you gonna forgive him, then you got to really forgive him.
You do.
You really got to treat it like it never. That's how you know that you've forgiven a person for whatever trespass they have done against you, is that you treat them like the offense never happened. And you are not doing that. So you have not forgiven him. Some people just don't have it in them. Once the trust is broken, it's broken and it ain't never going to be fixed. So you need to do some self-searching and as much as you love man bun, you might not be able to, you can no longer trust him because he broke your trust by cheating. So therefore, you need to go and let that go.
Let it
And,
go.
and you need to take some time, do some healing, work work on your mistrust and the broken places that this relationship has caused you, and then get back out there and find you a man that you can trust, that's trustworthy.
I agree, because I'm gonna be tired of y'all arguing, fussing, and fighting this whole series. Because I just don't. It's leave or move on. Leave or move on.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I was going to ask you, Abby. How long? Because if I listen to the Twitter streets, allegedly the cheatation happened in 2017, 2018, before the pandemic. That's a good 6, 7 years ago. How long are you going
There
to
should be some progress at this point.
some?
There should be some progress.
So it's
It
telling
should,
me
it should not
this
still feel
16
like you found out yesterday that he did this. There should be. So I'm gonna talk about it in terms of grief. There should be some progress made. You, of course, you can be sad, you can still be hurt, but there should be some progress made. I, even though my son passed away 21 years since he passed away. There are some days I can feel every day of the 21 years since the event. There are some days and I wake up and it was like it happened yesterday. However, there are more days where I feel all the time in between the event than I wake up and it just felt like yesterday. Like I get like that because today is his birthday. So I'm okay today, but the anniversary of his passing is coming up, and I'm more sensitive in that time
day.
than I would be any other time. So you have to you have one as you put more time in between when the event happened. Now, if he's not doing anything to rebuild your trust in him, and he's just like, well, how long you gonna be mad at me? I said I was sorry. Damn. If that's how he's treating, if that's how he is treating you, then thank you, Danny Boo. If that's how he's treating you, then I understand why you ain't putting. Then it still feels like it happened yesterday because y'all ain't did no work to repair the broken trust. If it's just, I got caught, I told you I was sorry, and I dropped the little girl, but you not doing anything to make me feel secure about to where I feel like I can trust you again if you have another female artist that you are trying to do whatever you trying to produce or whatever it is that you're trying to do. You trying to be P. Diddy. I don't know what you trying to do, sir. Honestly.
Or he's constantly cheating and it's not a one-time thing.
Right. If he's habitual, girl, go leave.
And for him to stay out and you just be like, he didn't come home.
And that's okay. No.
He probably don't never come home. He probably do that every other week.
Couldn't be me.
It couldn't be me either, because I would have a huge issue of where was you at if you wasn't at home? Where were you?
Where was you at? Why? Where was you at? What was you doing? Who was you talking to? Why did you feel that it was appropriate for you to be able to stay out and to see? Oh, I'm just going to the other house. Why do y'all have another house?
Did you just come home for this little fake couples counseling session? If we didn't have this Zoom call, would you have even came home? Like, it's so many questions. I don't know. Maybe they
Why
are
you still Zoom calling your marriage people?
right. Pandemic over. Go sit on a couch. And
She
what?
cut him, or she cut a fool, Tracy? She cut a monkey, or
I think she cut a fool, because they say if she cut a fool.
I just want a little clarity.
I
Because
don't think
women in my family like to cut.
I know women that like to cut too. Don't play. But I'm over them and their marriage issues. It seems like Brandon is gonna place his issues elsewhere, but we'll get there at the end. Let's get to Anthony, his father-in-law. Latoya's father is a bishop. Her mother is a pastor. They
Mm-hmm.
go to their church. It looked like they had a nice service, but he had to talk to the father-in-law
Mm-hmm.
after service. He's upset that the father-in-law didn't support him, understand his point of view. My daddy ain't gonna understand you leaving me with 3 kids either. But what you think about that situation?
Why would you think that girl's daddy would be on your side? I gave you my daughter on the promise that you would take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
And you got your ass and jumped up and went to somewhere. Again, I go back to what does this man do for, like, has he not been the breadwinner at any time in their relationship? Has she always carried them financially? That's my question, because it would seem like that would even make the daddy doubly upset. Mm.
He has to. I don't know. I don't know. I know marriages where the women make all the money and the husbands are the stay-at-home
Right.
husbands, whatever, and
Mhm.
it works for them. It works for them.
But he don't seem like he a stay-at-home parent either.
I can't wait for the episode where Brandon be like, "We don't even know what you do." So
Because he be talking real spicy out the mouth to these women,
he
to
does.
these men's wives in front of their husbands. Like their husband's not going to check you for talking crazy about their wife. I don't understand why you don't understand.
Look,
Tracy
he can.
says she's been a doctor for over a decade. Okay, so how long have they been together? Was it a situation where he was working while she was in school, and now he feel like, well, I held you down all this time, and now it's time for me to take my wings and fly and soar like an eagle? Is that what it is? Um, it's a
It's
question
a
because I don't know
situation where
the answer.
it depends on your career choice. Based on the career choice, you just might outpace your husband. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's a doctor. She started as what, a therapist, like a physical therapist or something. She's now a doctor. She just outpaced him. And there's nothing wrong with that because he must does something in the entertainment industry where that's not a stable industry because you either hot or you're not.
And they on strike right now.
Right. Right. So I
So ain't
look,
no trip to Atlanta, no way. They
I
on
just
strike.
I just don't like him. And
Uh-huh.
they've been together 14 years. It could just be a situation where they started equal and she just outpaced him. She had
It
bigger
could be.
dreams, bigger goals, and she met him and he just couldn't make it in the entertainment industry. It happens.
So he was with her. They were in, when she was in school.
I would love to ask, like, is that rude? Is that rude?
I want to know how old are their children.
Those kids look pretty, like maybe middle school down to little girl look about 6, maybe 5. She was still in a car seat, so she might be 4. I don't know.
So he would have had like a stay at home dad. Well, if she's been a doctor for a decade, so clearly they had enough money to hire staff if
They
they
have
needed to.
staff.
I don't know.
He doesn't give me stay-at-home dad vibes. Um, I don't know. Latoya, if you like it, I love it for you. It's nothing wrong with a woman making more money than the man. It's nothing wrong if he has more domestic responsibilities because his wife is working more out the house. It's just that I don't like why I have to play into your ego. It's kind of like Latoya shrinks herself so Anthony could be the big man in charge. I don't like that. And your ego should be whole. And if your ego is tied to a job, go out there and find you a job. Everybody not gonna write for Disney and Marvel and make Detroit style movies. I don't know. I don't have no sympathy for Anthony. I don't have any sympathy for anybody that want to be Marceau 2.0. So it's already
He
a
wants
fact.
to be Marcel 2.0.
Yeah, he bringing Marceau onto the show, and they having a huge men's meeting so black men can have resources and rights and speak out. Y'all doing enough speaking out on this show. Y'all need to I ain't gonna curse. I'm trying not my best not to curse, but y'all need to sit down and shut the F up. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all speaking enough. Now I want to get over into this. I missed this comment where Tracy said she was in the studio throwing things and the other two engineers had to leave. Now why we didn't get that on camera?
I think that happened before they was filming.
Oh. So she cut up every time you go to the studio. That tells me you constantly cheating in that studio.
Or she blames the studio for your constant cheating.
But either way, ma'am, I don't have the energy. I don't want to sit up here every time you go to the studio and be raising my blood pressure because I can't trust you. You need to go ahead and leave him. Find you. I mean, men cheat everywhere. They cheat everywhere. Just find somebody who you can trust and be happy. Anyway, what happened next? Russell walks through the gym and
Go ahead.
Russell walks through the gym and he learns the business of counting how many people came in, the trainers, all of that good stuff. And he really wants to buy this gym. And I'm really thinking, like, how are you making you? It seemed like you about to give this man some money and you
How?
about to lose it all.
I don't understand what happened. He seems to make a lot of decisions that
With
don't agree with
like,
his wife. Is it just me? Am I tripping?
and I would have a problem.
Me too.
And fast forward to the conversation because that's what I really want to talk about. Him and his wife meet up at the skating rink, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this gym." And she like, "You don't have enough time. You doing this, you doing that." And he was like, "I'm the visionary, and you the implementer. So I'm gonna buy the gym, and you gonna run it." And I'm like, "Who
But
signed?"
wait, are you asking me?
He was telling her.
No, sir. I didn't say I wanted to do.
They're going to have some problems in their marriage too. I can clearly see the communication issues. Like, you can't go out and make decisions for the family and then just expect me to come in and clean it all up, run the business, do the marketing and all of this just because it's your dream.
Right.
If you can't run the gym, then it don't sound like you need to buy a gym. And where is this money coming from? Because if I have to put in, you might not have a gym. That's why I don't like joint bank accounts. But y'all do what y'all do. But I don't like joint because we not about to sweep up all my money on your dream. We need to discuss this. And I have a say. It ain't no I put my foot down, final word. No, we need to discuss this and make a decision together. And it sounds like your wife isn't on board for anything that you want to do.
She don't want you to be a preacher. She don't want you to open the gym.
I don't think she cares about the gym. She just doesn't want to run it. And he's like, "Oh, if I open it, you gonna be there day to day." Then when is she gonna do her influencer work? And I'm sure it's the influencer work. Those are the big checks that they're cashing. Maybe because somebody did. I can't guess how many followers everyone has, Tracy, but somebody did go up and look up everybody follower count, and they was kind of being a little bit shady, but they got way more followers than me, so I can't shade anybody for their numbers.
I wasn't finna follow nobody, so I showed it.
I'm not about to follow you either. They say Brandon has 9,000, Christina has 29,000, Russell has 17,000. So Kolby
Is
has one.
that across all of their platforms, or just like
I
where
think
are these numbers
Instagram.
coming from?
I think those are Instagram because the
Okay.
numbers that somebody reported was Christina's, and she had 20 something thousand on Instagram, and it was like that wasn't enough to be an influencer. But I don't know. I be influencing people on Instagram, and I only got about 600, so I don't care. You can influence anybody. You just gotta
You
put the
just gotta
product
be
out there.
you just gotta have it.
Right.
If
And if
you
they
got
like
it,
and buy it, they gonna buy it. It don't matter how many followers. But since now that we know the numbers, let's get into the conversation at hand. Um, give me back my paper. Kolby versus Christina. And I could tell you right now, I'm team
hey
Kolby.
Charles.
Hey Charles, I'm team Kolby on this one.
I too am team other girl, cause
Christina,
you doing too much, beloved. You just don't want to share.
okay,
You
you
don't
team
want to
too. Okay.
you don't want to collab with this girl. So you make it every time I do something, she do something. It's the world of influence.
No,
Baby, there's nothing new under the sun. What
that's
you were doing, 7,000 other influencers are also doing. Just because you are in close proximity to this one does not mean that she's doing it because you doing it. She's doing it because it's a trend. That's why you're doing it, because it's a trend. You
right,
know, I just want to
right.
make some common sense.
Let me tell you what I read in between the lines because I heard Christina say, "Yes, I want to collab with you, but you haven't brought me any deals to the table." So I gathered that Christina is willing to collab if it's Kobe's check that will be shared. But if she
It's
has her
her check,
own,
then no, she don't want to do it.
we ain't collabing on my check. But if you bring a check to the table, I will collab with you. And it seems strange because based on these numbers Tracy put on the screen, Kolby has the bigger following. So I don't understand why the jury person wouldn't want both ladies to market her product.
I don't think the jewelry lady was the issue.
I don't think so either. It was Christina, and she tried to blame it on the jury lady. And this is another
Anthony has 162,000 because he's stupid. That's
I
why.
don't believe it. Well, you know, it's probably 162,000 female haters out there in Alabama with Marceau and them. So he done wrangled up all the Mississippi, Alabama men that hate women to be on his man hating club train. So I ain't surprised at that, but I don't believe it. I'm with
Maybe
Charles. Somebody purchased them followers and they do it every day. Anyway, Christina, I see through you. And Kolby, I wouldn't bring Nan Deal to the table. Just continue doing you because obviously you're doing your thing. She's doing her thing. And Brandon, I see right through you. You trying to put smoke on Kolby. So your
so.
wife will worry about this influencer nonsense and not where you spending the night when you're not coming back to the house. I see through you, Brandon, as well. And I'm happy a real man finally stood up and said, I will knock that bun off of your forehead.
Come
You talk
on.
to my wife like this again. Don't even say nothing else to her. I'm here for it. I'm here for them disinviting them next week to the birthday party. Yes, don't even bring your hating asses through. I feel like next week it's gonna pick up with some fresh drama, but
I don't know because they real free with how they be talking to other people's wives. I don't listen. I ain't even got no wife and never plan to have one. But you know who you are gonna be able to talk crazy to? My husband.
mm-mm.
First of all, first of all, you ain't gonna be able to say boo to me in front of my husband because that nigga gonna go to the left because he don't play about me and I don't play about him. I'm speaking it into the atmosphere. Just going to
Mm-hmm.
be on it. But if you are 1825, you can intern with
Doing what? Assisting his wife?
to be molded into what? Mm-mm.
Helping
Mm-mm.
his wife around the house. I mean, he interning himself.
Mm-mm. That screams I want to take advantage of a young person. That's
Right.
that's what that says to me.
Have mercy. I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna talk about
Probably
intern.
not Xavier. I don't think it. I don't think so.
It is not a paid internship unless Latoya is paying, and she could hire her own assistant. That's just a fancy way of saying my wife needs an assistant, and I'm tired of doing it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Please do. But that was the episode, Abby. Anything else about the episode you care about?
No. I just want to preface this by saying I am having a hard time.
Hard.
Listen, I'm giving it the college try.
I already
I
wrote
forgot the episode had came out. I
a
just watched it a couple hours ago. You wrote. I appreciate you writing notes because I don't remember nothing I saw.
no, I wrote a new TV show for us to review on this piece of paper because I'm like, I don't know about this one. Carlos King.
We'll keep it up as long. Listen, we'll keep it up. Listen, like I don't like Anthony and his he man woman hating club. I don't. I
No,
don't like Man Bun and
I
his
don't like
and
the
his
bun.
dinner infidelities and not being able to take any responsibility or accountability for anything that he has done, or the fact that the reason why his wife is like the way she is because you have
Because
made
you,
her that way.
yep.
You did this. You created this. The monster that you think that she is your fault, Dr. Frankenstein. It's your fault. And
And I
and
don't like Russell
and
either.
Russell and what's the baby's name? Whatever her name is.
Kobe.
Yeah, her. I don't know if you unequally yoked or if Kobe is just refusing to listen to the call that's on her life. I still ain't. The jury still ain't in for me on that one because baby girl, you, it's too much.
I think Kobe ain't with the shits.
No, I'm in reference to that he got a call on his life and she like no you don't because I don't want to do that.
That's the
And
pastoring side, but we still talking about the gym. We still talking about this man making life decisions without even consulting her. Like,
you can't do that. You got a partner. You got a wife. You got to make like that's the other half of you. That's
this is not the 1920s when the man said we gonna do this and that's it. No,
listen. You can lead, but you also have to be able to answer the question where we going when I ask you. That's it.
and
That's
you
it.
also have to bring your
You
own.
got to be able to. You got to be able to convince me and have me assured that the person that I'm following knows where the fuck they going. That's all. That listen. Reassure me this is the plan. This is the X, Y, and Z of it all. These are the nuts and bolts. This is the research that I've been doing. I need a PowerPoint presentation about this gym membership, this gym shit, and how this fucking shit is supposed to run, and how it's not going to be a burden onto me. If you need me to come in and do so, this is what I need you to do for me in this particular endeavor. I need you to do. And can you do that to help us get this? Da 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 da. And then I will make a decision whether or not I can put that into my influencer schedule, which I'm sure she's got plenty of time to do whatever it is that you would like her to do. But, sir.
But she's also a stay-at-home mom. Like she has a baby.
All of them children. All them kids here.
Well, she just got one. I think he said this episode, the little girl, 18 months.
Oh, they got a tiny baby.
Mm-hmm. Look, I
you got a village. Somebody can, if you needed somebody to watch that baby, Right now, you got about 10 people you can call to watch that baby.
But
So
that doesn't mean I want to go sit up in that funky ass gym and count how many people coming in and going out.
nobody says they have people already working employees to do that.
No, that's what he said. He said his wife can handle the day-to-day operations of the gym. He's the
Day-to-day operations doesn't mean standing there counting the people that come in. That's not what that means.
I'm just a different type. I don't want to be informed. I don't want your A to B to Z plan. I want to be equal in the decision making. And if I don't want a gym, I don't want a gym. If you want a gym, you can have whatever gym you want to, but you're in charge.
It's gonna be whatever.
It's gonna be whatever. But let's get into another conversation because you a good member of the what is it called, the praise team.
Mm-hmm.
And every Sunday you get up there and you harmonizing, and sometimes y'all might have a little guest. Where my slide? Sometimes you might have a little guest. Wait, not Kenya, not them. Hold on, let me find. You might have a little guest come join you in this choir stand. I want to know. Let me see if I can find it. It ain't on this one. Hold on. I'm ruining my whole intro.
Oh,
Okay, here it is.
that's them people fighting down to the Potomac.
Yes, but I gotta find the right slide.
Oh Lord.
So you in the pulpit, y'all praising the Lord, and here come Latasha Scott, guest vocalist, and she get up there singing "Who Can You Run To," giving you a good escape show. What are you gonna do?
I'm walking off. Because my God is not to be played with, and I'm not doing that with y'all. I'm walking off. I'm gonna politely hit the church finger, and you ain't gonna have no ten. I'm the only tenor on the stage. I'm walking off. I'm walking off. You ain't gonna have no tenor section. Y'all figure it out what y'all gonna do. Give the mic to the keyboardist. He can sing tenor for this. I'm not doing it.
Did you see this video? You didn't see
I did, and she was singing it and then like doing this. That doesn't even make any sense.
I guess she said you could
You're
run.
not thinking about God being strong and powerful. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you singing this? It doesn't even make sense, daughter.
Y'all play too much in these people church house, ma'am. You supposed to have a whole gospel CD. You couldn't pull out a gospel song. You had to pull out
You don't
Escape.
know this for real. Don't do
She
that.
doesn't. We could tell by how she treated her sister last season on
Stole
this.
off her sister money.
Yeah, we know it. We know God ain't present over there, but still, they welcomed you into the church house to sing an A and B selection, and you up in here singing Escape. You will not be blessed. That was my whole point. Why you ain't sing a song from the gospel
You
album?
got a whole gospel album. Why wouldn't you sing? Or better yet, pick a
It's my
gospel
living in
song.
vain.
Any gospel song. If you don't get up there and sing He's Able and move on.
Escape has a gospel song. You could have went straight into "Is My Living in Vain." Ebby, you know the backgrounds. Y'all would have harmonized with her. Bam. You see, they looking in the back. They looking around like, what is she doing?
You see that lady with the white duster on with her face shooted up? Me right before I walk off.
It does remind me of when Kelly Price sang "As We Lay" at the Gospel Expo.
Ridiculous.
A mess. Okay, that's enough for Latasha. Let's get into this that I know you seen all up over Instagram. They've been screaming all up and down my TikTok on who's splitting what for the bill. Now, Abby, 15 of your friends go out for somebody's birthday. How are y'all splitting the check? Y'all splitting it even or just run me my ticket for what I ordered?
Here's what I'm going to do, and the other 14 can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Hi, this is what I would like to do. So my ticket is separate. I'm by myself. So this is what I would like to order. Now, whatever they want to do is what they want to do. But I am only paid for me. Okay. I'm gonna express that to the waiter or waitress when they come up to take my order, when they take my drink order, when they take my food entree order. The whole thing was staged. But
It was
this is it wasn't real.
all cut up like this for real because I used to serve tables all up and through
But
college.
it has happened in real life, yes.
All cut up like this for real. That's why they invented separate checks, and we can go ahead. And when I was in college, I used to write down guess 1 through 15, and don't worry, I'm gonna separate it for y'all. And then if y'all want to combine them, that's fine.
Because who did to pay? The bill was $4,600. Supposedly, the bill was $4,600, and even if there's 10 people at the table, that's $460 per person. You mean to tell me that I ordered 10 Cajun wings and some fries and had a Pepsi, and you try to charge me $460? I wish the fuck. Listen, I'll flip this whole restaurant over, baby. Come. Mm-mm.
Really, they
And,
have.
and while they arguing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna politely get up, go find the waitress, tell them, can you separate my food, what I ordered, and tell them what I ordered. Give them my card, pay for it, and I'm not coming back to the table. I'm leaving. Cause who's finna?
I didn't know they didn't let you split checks. I've only seen.
It depends on the restaurant. Some restaurants won't allow you to do it, and it's written on the menu when you come in. Or on the hostess stand, there'll be a placard on the hostess stand to tell you that.
Because not everybody brings cash. So when you have this restaurant, I've been there where it was one of my friend's birthday party. We went to a really fancy steakhouse. We had a private room, and they said, we're going to pay for the whole bill. And the bill was so high, I was like, I felt bad. I was like, let's drop $100 on the table just for what we ordered. Mm-hmm. They got mad that we dropped that $100 on the table, and it's like, take your money back. We're gonna pay for the whole bill. So I feel like if you're going out in a group setting like this and you choose a restaurant that doesn't split checks, someone should have the mindset, I'm gonna cover it. We all out, it's on me. Mm-mm. Because how you gonna split the check if the restaurant checks? Hold on. Oh Lord. You got it?
Now my brother was calling me on FaceTime. I have to clear blue sky. That's odd. Let me text him and tell him I'm live, and I'll call you when I get done.
If they don't split checks, then they have no business being there. Well, they said this was staged, but I feel like if you pick a restaurant where they don't split checks, somebody needs to have the mindset of, I got everybody, or let's pick another restaurant, because this is embarrassing. Oh Lord, did you see Bet or Scrappy on the internet today? Do you agree with this logic? He said he does pay the rent for Bambi, but he says paying it late is still paying.
That's a true statement. I don't know.
Really?
That's a true statement. He didn't say, well, I didn't pay it all and I still paid it. That doesn't make sense. Even if you paid it late, you still paid it. You know how many times I've done paid my bill late? I still paid it. It's still paid.
But how many times they gonna let you be late before they say, no, that's okay, you can go ahead and leave?
When the end of my lease is up, because because at that point they're legally obligated because they accepted the payment.
I do agree with this. If y'all have $4,600 to pay, I would have catered. That way you can eat all you want, drink all you want, and you don't have to, everybody put in. We hire us a little caterer, and now we at the house, and we could turn up and have fun, and don't even have to leave the restaurant.
Listen, none of that mean nothing to me. If you said, first of all, I'm not paying for no, that's a lie. Because if I got it, I'll do it because I've done it before. Well, I've paid for everybody's dinner. We all went. It was like 20 some people. We all went out to dinner. But here's the thing: even when I said I got dinner, right? People was like, "Well, what's my budget? What can I? How much can I spend?" Because they knew up front that I was paying for everybody. And they was like, "Well, can I get this? Can I get that?" And I was like, "Sure, get it," because I had it to pay. I had a certain budget, and it was fine, and I was well under the budget once, even after everybody got whatever it is that they wanted. But
Mm-hmm.
not, I'm normally 9 times out of 10, that's not my testimony. When if I'm flush and I got it, then sure, that's fine. But if I don't, no, ain't gonna be no we splitting the bill this way, that way, and the fourth. Especially when sometimes I'm not a big out. I drink liquor, but I'm not a huge drinker. I don't drink every time I go out. Now, what does it look like? I got a sweet tea and some chicken pasta, and you done ordered a tomahawk steak and some truffle mac and cheese that cost $350, a whole bottle of wine for another 200 and some dollars, and my meal cost a total of $45, and I have to split your big ass meal with my little tiny one. That's unfair to me, and I'm not going to do that. And you can call me broke. You can call me cheap. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. You know what you won't call me? The person that paid the other half of that
Yep. Now look at this picture right here. There's a mega mansion on many acres of land, and they refuse to sell their land for $33 million so developers could build this housing community. So they just said, okay, we're going to build a housing community all around your mega mansion. Now, would you be pissed, or you don't care because you still got your land and mansion?
First of all, they did something like this to this. It was this famous house back in Hampton. It finally got sold like a couple of years ago, where they were expanding the street, and that person didn't refuse to sell. So they cut into the land around that house to where it was on a small, tiny peninsula where the road split at a stoplight. I personally, for 33, how much is the house worth?
I don't know. I just saw this picture and I said, "Oh, that is mighty petty." But
That's petty as hell. Fuck y'all in y'all track houses. Y'all can like y'all ain't nowhere near me, so it don't make me no never mind. And I feel
but
like I'm gonna put a pool
look
back
at the
there.
view.
And then there's gonna be a driving range out front because it looked like it's enough space for me to play golf out the front of this beach. Listen, if I don't want to sell my shit, I don't want to sell my shit. I bought this land in this house because this is where I wanted to be. Nobody invited you people over here into
But
my
this
space.
is the resale. Nobody is gonna want to buy that, and it's $1 million house sitting in the middle of a whole bunch of $100,000 houses.
Listen,
Look like town.
everybody got a price. They just ain't hit that person's price yet.
33 million would have been my price. I could have got me
Listen,
something.
keep going up.
As long as they don't cross my property line, I'll welcome the new neighbors.
Because, and the space them people got in that house. Do you know how many houses they're gonna put on that space? It's gonna be.
They're gonna put another 20 houses on that lot if they ever sell it.
What I would do is I would find out the price of the houses that they have put up and get the dimensions and do the math to figure out how many houses they would put on that land if my house was no longer there. and multiply it by 20, and that would be my number. The price of each house that you're gonna put on that land times 20 for each house.
And they're gonna say no thank you, because what's the point of doing that if they're not gonna make any money?
That sounds like a personal issue to me. Y'all the ones coming over here fucking with me. I'm fine in my house. I got plenty of space at my house. Y'all the ones want this space. Hell, I'm fine in my big ass house that I built, that I paid for.
So you here for it. You will stay right there.
Bro, what?
Okay. Let's see what's next. Oh, I just saw a picture of them and I thought they looked so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Boris is losing melanin or something. I don't know.
He actually looked darker than me. But that was just a picture. Now, you watched Bell Collective, didn't you?
No, I ain't watching.
Oh, so you ain't see the strippers and all of that?
I was at the hospital.
Oh, yeah, you were. Where's the baby?
Where's the baby? The baby is at home with their mama.
Oh, I thought they was at over your house.
Oh no, that's the daughter that's married that had the baby.
Oh, okay. Okay. Beautiful baby. She's not even a week old. Well, this won't make no sense to you because you ain't watch it. So let's move on. Now, somebody was in their feelings at the gym and said the gym needs to have a dress code because of women who dress like this. Are you offended?
I'm not offended, but however, I don't want your booty juice on all of the equipment. You gonna put your bare booty on that little nasty equipment that everybody else had they sweating balls and shit. You don't know what them people got on that equipment, and you gonna put your bare booty on the equipment like that?
Now if you have good gym etiquette, you're supposed to wipe your machines off.
Wipe hell. Wipe hell. Wipe hell. I put the toilet seat cover on and I still hover. Who's finna put their bare booty on this public gym equipment that you know have? You are counting on dirty ass men to wipe up behind themselves.
Yes.
You telling me that you're gonna put your bare skin. You're gonna have a pimple on your butt. That's keep on playing, Miss Mamas.
I wouldn't want none of her sweaty ass juice on my equipment either.
Right. And then what if, I hope you wouldn't wear these while it's that time of the month either, but
look,
I don't want none of that.
I'm not mad at it. It looks good. She in there doing her squats.
Shut up, Xavier.
Look, you can go to any gym and see it. Any gym you can see it. It doesn't bother me. She motivates the ladies to go in there and get their squats done. Who even say she's sitting on the equipment? She could be using free weights.
No, man, you got to sit down sometime, daughter.
Tracy says she might as well sit on the public toilet.
She might as well.
Might as well, I guess. Let the young folks live. If they got a nice,
what do you mean? Let them live.
Let them live
because of an staph infection. Because she doesn't coochie juice on the people's equipment.
That's up to her. When I go to the gym, I wipe before and after I sit down. So that's up to her. That's her issue if she catch something wearing her shorts.
Ma'am, be at your home. You can dress like that at your home gym. If you out at a public gym, I would suggest you put on shorts that hit at least mid-thigh. Just cover your cheeks up. You don't know what's going to be done crawled up in your cooch like that.
I agree. I didn't think of that aspect. I just felt like somebody was hating because they ass didn't look as nice.
That's not what I said. She has a lovely ass. That's not the issue. My issue is, girl, you're gonna mess it up. Your skin and all, daughter, fooling around at the damn gym. Okay.
Well, they said, what's the opposite? The men be in the gym with their shirts off, sweating on everything. Do they need a dress code as well?
What the fuck is this? Your shirt off got to do with you sitting your ass on these people equipment. What does one got to
said, just go on the treadmill.
This is why I go to the gym in my apartment complex. Don't nobody be there but me. Because I can't.
Okay, ma'am, put on some decent shorts if you're gonna sit. Okay, this seemed like one of them women hating podcasts you was telling me about. This the question he had at hand. If you're still able to be friends with your ex, you were either never in love with them or you still in love with them.
Or you're emotionally intelligent and mature and know how to be friends with a person, you stupid motherfucker. What is wrong with y'all?
Is this one of the women hating podcasters you was telling me about?
He looked like one. He looked like somebody who paid $40.
Well, I'm over it. I agree with you because I was like, what does this have to do with anything?
Like I had one dude post something talking about if you text your ex, it's over. I said, man, we have children together. At some point we gotta talk about the children.
That
He's like,
sounds like
no, no. I said, oh, so the same goes for you. So you no longer can talk to your baby mama either. Well, I gotta see about my exactly. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking. He does look like a passport.
a passport bros. I don't know them.
The passport bros is the niggas who can't um handle black women in America because
Uh,
we all loud and ghetto and all that bullshit they be talking about, and which just means that they live in their mama's basement and we not putting up with their bullshit. So they decide to get a passport and go to another country where the $30 that their mama give them every month stretches to like 1,600 pesos, and they can flex like they got the money and trick them women into tricking off on them. That's what passport girls are.
have mercy.
Have
Well,
mercy, God.
I ain't gonna say, Angie. Don't say what you want to say. But
Say what you want to say.
I
Say
was
what you
just
want to say.
um remember old boy who didn't like no black women, and he ended up dead by the white woman who stabbed him to death. So hey, love
Let
who
them
you
have
love,
their peace. You
love who
don't
you
find
want.
your peace 6 feet under because them women, y'all think we crazy. Them women doubly crazy. But y'all think it's cute. Y'all think they spicy. All right, when that
Mm-hmm,
bitch stab you 17 times.
mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking. But I agree. Um, what does love have to do with a friendship? If it's over, it's over. And if we didn't break up over no cheating or no violence or no foolishness, why not be friends? It just didn't work.
And even so, because my son's father and I broke up over infidelity. However, we have a child together. And once I healed and got myself together and I was able to forgive him, we are friends. Hell, he bought me that cheeseburger I'm eating. So, it took a while. We ain't never gonna be together. He thinks we're soulmates, and I think he's delusional. But I
Does
can't.
his
What
name
about?
start with the M?
Huh?
Does his name start with the M?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, maybe he is delusional. I don't know.
Mm. I
But
love you, but in your whole life that you've been in relationships, there has not been one relationship that you've been in that you've been fidelis in. So therefore, you're not for me.
Dallas,
Fidelis.
I've never heard that word.
You've never heard fidelis?
I've heard of infidelity.
So fidelis means the opposite.
Learn something every day.
Oh God, I cannot. What is that?
Dallas, I'm about to
Fidelis.
start.
I need you to be fidelis in this relationship. I need you to be loyal.
I need fidelity in my relationship.
I do. I need you to be fidelis. Please and
Now,
thank
since you was talking about cheeseburgers, we might as well talk about this. In somebody country, Thailand, they made them a cheese.
Go straight to hell. Why would you do this? As much as I love cheese, this is too much. This is entirely too much.
It's for the vegans who don't want any meat.
But 20 slices of cheese?
They could at least grill the bun or something.
This
It
can't be
sounds
for
like
vegans because unless that cheese is vegan, they can't eat that regular cheese.
I was just saying, I don't know. I don't know who wants 20 slices of cheese. It looks like you're going to be constipated for a week, but somebody must want it if they're making it. Maybe it's cheaper than going to the store and buying a pack of cheese. So they just get this burger and then they put it up in the refrigerator so they can have all them slices.
I just need no.
I'm trying to help them out.
You know what? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, let's look to the right. Now, these are all the different type of fries they have, and they say you can only pick 3. What's your 3 favorite types of fries? And this is very hard for me. I love French fries.
Crinkle, curly, homemade. Because there's nothing. When my mama make French fries, listen, ain't nothing like when my mama makes some French fries.
Homemade is really good. So I would pick homemade, but I also love me a good sweet potato fry.
I'm not a sweet potato fry kind of girl.
Well, I love sweet potato fries. And after that, I'm lost because I have like 3 options for number 3. I can't pick. Because I love me a Chick-fil-A fry. But then I love me a good Arby's curly fry. I don't know. I can't pick.
It's too much. Standard waffle and wedges, all that other stuff. Ain't nothing like a good homemade French fry.
Homemade fries are my favorite. If I ever am in the mood to cut up a potato and it just take too long, but homemade fries are my favorite. That's all I got, Abby. Anything else you want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to tell you about the new show. Have you watched Survival of the Thickest on Netflix?
Yes, I'm watching it now. I'm like on episode 7 or 8.
Oh, I'm only on episode 2, but I'm loving it. We should have talked about that.
The fact that she didn't do no actual damage to that boyfriend and the girl when she rolled up on him really put me off at the beginning. Like I would no show you if hit that bitch in his throat.
Real hard, and she's tugged on a weave. You know,
it wasn't enough for me.
It wasn't enough.
You should have committed an actual assault, beloved.
She did punch him in the gut.
It wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough, especially after you done just gave this woman all the self-esteem in the world that morning, telling her how beautiful and she's worthy of this job, and then she up here sleeping with your man.
Men are dumb.
And I'm like the friend, I would have took everything up out that house. That house would have been empty.
Wait on it.
Fendi, Gucci, all the clothes would have been out the house.
Listen. I wouldn't have moved nothing out that house. He would have had to leave. Get out.
But that was his house. Get out of his house.
I don't give a damn. It's the end of you. This is the price you pay for fucking around. You done fucked around. Now you done found out. Get out. Immediately.
You got out, and then you would have been out the next month because you can't afford the rent.
That sounds like a personal issue. The apartment's not in my name. Think I wasn't looking for another place? Well, he was.
So you kicking him out, and then you still gonna move out?
Possibly. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late.
Would you have accepted the Lizzo job, or you would have been like, F this? I would have took
Well,
the
I
Lizzo.
would have took the job and then ignored him the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd have made my money.
Me too.
Heartbreaking all. I would have made my money.
And I'm so happy to see Peppermint. Oh, since you watched, don't tell me nothing past episode 2. But old girl who played Angela on Why Did We Get Married? Did she
That's
do
her
something?
sister.
Huh? Oh, that's the
That's her
sister.
sister. That's her twin sister.
I knew she had a twin sister. I didn't know the twin sister was also an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Because I heard the voice, but I'm like, that's not her face.
Right. Her face looks slightly different. You're like, is it her? That's her.
Mm-hmm.
It's her twin sister.
Okay. Okay, it makes sense. I'm like, what did she do to her face? Because the voice is all like they have a voice that can't be denied. Like,
right.
I know who it is. Do you know that actress's name? Because I can't even put my finger on her name.
Her name is Tasha something.
Tasha, yeah.
Smith.
Okay. Tasha Smith. Okay.
I think. And I think the sister's name is Tamika Smith, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on.
Not another Tasha and Tamika. Lord have mercy. But yes, I love that show. Let's talk about that show after we watch it all.
Yeah, that her name is.
It's not her twin.
It is her twin. Oh, her name is Sidra. Excuse me. It's Sidra Smith. The twin's name is Sidra. Sidra.
But they're saying the sister doesn't act. So that is Tasha. Mm-hmm. Look, either way, I love her, but the face doesn't match.
It says Sidra has also acted, but mostly she works full-time as a director and producer.
I thought Tasha was a director and producer.
She does that too.
Very talented. Abby, you done turned the light off. That means you getting ready to go to bed.
I just had the screen was black.
Oh, okay. You turned the light back on.
I just moved the screen. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that is her. That's her. That's Sidra in Survival of the Thickest.
Okay. Shout out
she's
to
the actress now, Xavier, because she on this TV show.
And she's doing a good job. Oh, they sound just alike. Man, I don't know that many twins, but I didn't know they sounded just alike too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did.
But sometimes when their voice is sync, like it sounds like this, you can hear that they have the exact same voice.
Okay. Well, shout out to Sidra. I enjoyed the show. I hope they get a season 2, even though I'm only on episode 2. I want to see where this story goes.
I'm ready. I hope it's one season. I hope they wrap this shit up at the end of the season. A second season doesn't feel needed to be, but okay.
Man, way to cut people out of a job.
Well, they on strike, so it ain't gonna be no second season anyway. So it don't even make us.
About time y'all unstrike and get to writing. I forgot about the show.
I don't know, because the people who they striking against said y'all can be homeless for all the fuck we can. We not getting in. We waiting for y'all to be homeless. They said we waiting for they to be in real trouble, like they losing their houses before we even.
Cold-hearted bastards.
I said, oh God. Not y'all can be motherfucking homeless. We got homes. We still get paid. It's you bastards on the other side that need us. I said, oh, okay. Well.
But what about us at home? What we gonna watch? Because I'm highly pissed off about Game of Thrones.
Okay, wait a minute. Now it say, hold on. Meet the cat. No, it is Tasha.
Oh, it is Tasha.
It is Tasha. According to Netflix, they said it's Tasha.
Okay.
House of Mouse was the main one waiting.
Who is House of Mouse? Disney.
Disney.
Disney, as much fun loving morals they trying to teach our children.
Child, Disney is about a dollar. They don't give a fuck about what you said. You see what they did to Governor the Devil. The Governor Devil from Florida. He tried to do the end run around the House of Mouse, and Mouse was like, bitch, you fucking thought. Nope. They said we don't play them games over here. Cause we shut the lights off over here. The whole fucking state
Most
gonna shut
states,
down.
it sure will.
It's over. So what you want to do? God.
Close up the whole city of Orlando. They might as well just close the whole city down. If
Not the whole. Listen, ain't nobody listen.
people gonna still fly to Miami Beach, but that's about
But Miami makes 1/10 of what Disney World
true.
contributes to the state of Florida. If Disney World said, "Oh, we just shut this fucking thing down and put it somewhere else,"
Please
fuck
don't
with us
do
if you want to.
crazy people moving outside of Florida.
And people don't understand how big Disney World is. Every time I get on that train and they start giving the dimensions of this goddamn place, and then they say, just for a fun fact, Disneyland fits in the parking lot of Disney World. I said, God, dog. Okay, well, yeah.
And they want me to go walk around.
It's fun. I can't wait. I want to go. Maybe I want to go for my birthday. Ooh, maybe that's what
I need one of them scooters. I ain't got time to be walking around.
Now you acting like my mama. My mama and my stepdaddy, they went to Hawaii and they went on the cruise. It's like a 2-week cruise to Hawaii. They said when they got to Hawaii, they hopped on them scooters. Everybody was in line. They done zipped past all the people. They done hopped their scooters onto the bus and all manners of foolishness. I said, okay, well.
I'm not walking all over Disney. I'll scoot around. But you said the land can fit inside the parking lot.
Disneyland fits into the parking lot of Disney.
I
want to go so bad. I haven't been in so long. And I was supposed to go at the end of June, but my money said no, bitch. So I think I was going to go to St. Thomas, but I think I'm going to be a big kid, even if I go by myself.
Really?
Well, I think I'm going to go to Disney World for my birthday. I think I want.
I just was gonna say I don't have no little ones. My niece and nephew are about to age out of Disney in a couple of years.
Listen, I got 5 grandchildren. I'm not inviting none of them on this trip. Nope. I love them. That's not what this is for. This is Yumi Ma is turning an age. She'll be 47.
Well, what you gonna do in Disney?
Well, I'm going to do a day at Disney. I'm going to ride the rides. I'm going to drink the liquor. I ain't never drunk the liquor. I'm going to go to Epcot and do the liquor tour where you go to each country and they get different liquor. I'm going to do that one day. And then I'm going to do like the Magic Kingdom and all of the rides and stuff, Tomorrow World and all that shit on one day. And then one day I'm going to Universal so I can go to Harry Potter and get my wand. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to bring my ass on back home because I'm going to be tired at that point.
All I want to do is the drinking around the world.
I just want to do like I want to do like an all-inclusive resort, like stay on the Disney resort, so I don't like get a tram from the airport to the resort, so I don't have to pay for that, and then I'll catch an Uber to Universal. It ain't that far, and maybe see some family because I got family down there.
Oh, well, that's
family in Orlando. I think that sounds like a plan to me. That sounds like a big plan to me. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start planning.
If that's what you enjoy. If that's what you enjoy.
It is. Like I just want to go and spend like a couple nights in the resort. I'm going to fly down or I can rent a car and drive down.
Just go ahead and fly.
Hold on, let me see.
That sounds like a long drive.
If I can drive to Atlanta and back, and I can drive home to VA and back.
Atlanta is nowhere from Charlotte. Wait, hold on.
It's a 4.5 hour drive. 4 hour drive. Chill. Let me look up flights.
Well, you need to hurry up because you're not gonna do it when you get off work tomorrow.
I'm already going to Texas in October.
You going to Texas in October.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna see the crew or the cast?
Yeah, it's for George's birthday.
Who?
George from Chasing Dallas.
Oh, you
He
talking about another show, Dallas?
no Chasing not for. I'm not. What show was you talking about in Dallas?
I'm thinking about Ready to Love
Well,
Dallas.
fuck them. I don't know none of them niggas. Why would I go see any of them? What?
That's the only show I could think of.
Girl, no. Oh yeah, round trip to Orlando is $217.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Go
I might
ahead.
get upgrade. Hold on, let me see. I might get upgrade. Hold it. Up first class is $477. I can afford that.
What airline?
American.
Oh, okay. Mm. Well, that sounds like a plan. If you go for real, let me know. I could give you a discount.
Absolutely.
Oh, but let me tell you off camera. I don't need to be telling everybody on camera or on the live. But all right, what time is it? I'm hungry.
It
You
is
got to eat your
8:28.
burger. I'm about to go grab me one.
Right. I'm gonna finish my burger and go to bed. That's what I'm finna do.
I'm about to go find something to eat and finish watching Thicker Than. I want to call that show Thicker Than a Snicker so bad. But what's the
Okay,
name?
then that's what we're calling it. Thicker than a snicker.
Thicker Than a Snicker, because I don't know the name of the show, but it's on Netflix. Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us. We'll see y'all next Wednesday, same time, same BS TV show, but hopefully it'll be a better episode.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. Peace out, people.
Have a good one, y'all. Bye.
Bye.